real quick before we start this video, man, will there be any other player in the league this upcoming season beat Stephen Curry's shooting record or shooting? Will Stephen Curry continue to hold or be held as the best shooter in the league? Let me know in the comments, man. Q2, what's good? What's going on, man? It's your boy B, and we back in this mode with another reaction video, man. As you guys see by the title, I thought it couldn't get any worse. Now, the reason I clicked on this video is because it's that thumbnail, man. He had Curry. He had Reggie Miller in the back. And my man's Ray Ray. Y'all know Ray is actually one of my favorite basketball players as well. First is Kobe. You got Kobe. I love Ray Allen, Jordan, and right recently Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know much about Larry Bird until I started to watch his highlights and clips. Gotta throw Larry Bird in there. But anyways, man, with all that being said, we're going to check out this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the reaction, man, y'all make sure y'all drop a like on the video. Subscribe. Click the bell icon. Turn your notifications on all so you don't miss no bangers from your boy B. Yeah, let's go straight into it, man. Let's get it. Let's see what my man's got, man. Big shout out to, huge shout out to, Jimmy High Roller. Be having some dope content. Be dropping some dope content, man. He dropped the NBA, what NBA legends, no, what NBA players are called, who are they calling like who are their top 5 or something like that, that video where they put Larry Bird, they didn't have, nobody had Larry Bird as their top 5, bro. That was crazy to me. But anyways, Kobe is overrated. MJ had weak as comp in the finals. Wow. Kobe was never the best player in any of those championship teams. How dare you disrespect the GOAT like that? Huh? He cried in the bathroom. It's crazy.
The good old hot take. The necessary evil of the sports world. Through the good ones, the bad ones, and the downright atrocious ones.
Real quick, we gonna check out I can't even get it out. We're gonna check out Tim Duncan. I got him added to the list. We're gonna check him out, man.
We once again find ourselves racking our brains trying to figure out how some people come up with this nonsense. But today, I've done the brain racking for you and found some of the hottest NBA takes on the internet. So buckle up. This may be a bumpy ride. Today's video is brought to you by DraftKings. Brothers. Official received TV $5 game. In-game for winning action. Give me 5 batch. Did my reluctance. And to no surprise, what I found was downright appalling. Now, I'm no expert or anything, and I've definitely had my fair share of bad takes, but some of y'all should seriously have your accounts deactivated for the app takes.
No way this would be a good fight, but honestly, I'm taking LeBron. He's just built different. Bro, there's no way LeBron is sticking with Mike Tyson in a boxing match, bro. Like, we gotta stop with the clown and the foolishness, man. Let's make it make sense, man. They in different professions for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Now, we could argue that, you know what I'm saying, you do got some NBA players that are like, you know what I'm saying, probably pretty decent in other sports. But like, him actually saying it would be a good fight, bro, stop it, bro. Fighting and playing football and playing basketball is totally two different things, man. Like, you can't even compare that, bro.
But some of y'all should seriously have your accounts deactivated for the absolute tomfoolery y'all are posting on these pages. And after sifting through hundreds of takes, here's some of the best and worst that I came across. Now, this first take is from a fan who says that you need to be athletic to play in the NBA, and I cannot agree more with this take. Now, some of you are
just wait a minute, bro. What was his question?
With the NBA offseason creeping along, I did my reluctant but mandatory scrub through NBA social media in search for a new batch of hot takes.
Oh, I thought he asked a question. I thought he posed like a question or something. That's on me.
Here's some of the best and worst that I came across. Now, this first take is from a fan who says that you need to be athletic to play in the NBA, and I cannot agree more with this take. Now, some of you are probably thinking, of course you have to be athletic to be a professional athlete, Einstein, but people will often use players like Stephen Curry, Luka Doncic, Duncan Robinson, and Kyle Anderson to prove the point that skill and size alone can earn you a spot in the NBA. And I think the key here is relativity. Sure, relative to other NBA players, these guys are not very athletic. But that's because their peers are some of the best athletes in the world. Compared to normal people, even the most unathletic NBA players are amazing athletes. Yeah. For example, the average man has a vertical leap of about...
People remember.
Ja Morant is definitely one of the most athletic players in the league. He jump out the gym. The man can jump. You know what I'm saying? We can't deny
17
that.
inches. For example, the average man has a vertical leap of about 17 inches. Duncan Robinson, the three-point specialist who doesn't dare take a step inside the paint, has a 33-inch max vert. That's double the average Joe. Luka Doncic, the guy who kills defenses with his craftiness, not his athleticism, has a 38-inch max vert.
Damn.
And Stephen Curry, the poster child for what you can accomplish in sports without being an incredible athlete, has a 36-inch vertical leap. Even the most seemingly unathletic NBA players are still top-tier athletes. It's just that when they're surrounded by giant superhumans, they tend to look a bit ordinary. But the other aspect of this that no one really talks about is that...
Do they really not believe Stephen Curry is athletic? Do y'all believe Stephen Curry is not athletic? Let me know, because... that's kind of crazy, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. I gotta make it make sense.
Athleticism goes far beyond jumping high and running fast. Hand-eye coordination, spatial awareness, agility, these are all crucial elements of being a great athlete. For example, take Trae Young. Doesn't really fit the bill for a typical super athlete in terms of explosiveness, but his dexterity, coordination, stamina, mobility, and many other components of his game make him tremendously athletic. So, yes, you do in fact need to be a good athlete to play in the NBA. And even the most mundane players in the league are super athletes relative to the rest of us. Now, this next take actually comes from an NBA player. And as crazy as it sounds, it's actually not too far from the truth. Last season, Karl Anthony Towns came out and said that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. Fact. And immediately, fans were not happy about this.
Hold on. I'm the greatest big man shooter of all time. Fact. Oh, he said all time. That's kind of like, he maybe not a big man shooter. Oh, Dirk Nowitzki. Who else? Who else? Come on, give me some players. Give me some players, man. Yao Ming was an elite shooter. Who else? I'm trying to think of some older players. That's all I got on top of the head, man. Like, as far as like shooting. Yeah, that's it, man. Y'all can help me out down below. I know it's just a lot of other people I'm missing, but I don't. Of all time, that's a big statement right there, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, with big men like Dirk Nowitzki, Peja Stojakovic, and DeMarcus Cousins, Cat still has a lot of work to do to earn the title of greatest shooting big man ever.
You already said.
I mean,
listen.
with big men like Dirk Nowitzki, Peja Stojakovic, and DeMarcus Cousins, Cat still has a lot of work to do to earn the title of greatest shooting big man ever. Right? Let's look at the numbers. Here's a chart of some of the most prolific big man shooters in NBA history. And amongst some of the greatest big man shooters the game has ever seen, it appears that Al Horford, Chris Bosh, and Dirk Nowitzki are the best of the best. And then there's Matt Bonner, who lives in his own stratosphere. Karl Anthony Towns falls right here. So he's certainly one of the best big man shooters, but he's not number one. But this graph only covers mid-range shots. What about three-pointers? Well, that chart would look like this. And aside from Davis Bertans, who gets paid $16 million a year to literally stand on the three-point line for 20 minutes a game, the best big men three-point shooters of all time include Ryan Anderson, Peja Stojakovic, and Matt Bonner. Karl Anthony Towns is right here. One of the best all time, but not the best. Now this fan, like many others I've seen, says that Kyrie Irving is better than Stephen Curry at virtually every aspect of basketball other than shooting. Therefore, he's a better player than Steph is. First of
man, I love this. Hey, look, man, I like videos like this, man. I hope you guys enjoying this type of content, man. Big shout out to Jimmy High Roller, bro. This is a dope video. I like this because it makes you think and open up your brain and stuff like that. I'm not like really big on like debating and stuff like that about like players and stuff, like getting into real deep into the numbers. I'm not like one of those guys, but I like to look at the stats though, because numbers don't lie though. You know what I'm saying? You can't go against the facts. Oh, okay, all right. If I had to choose one to be on my team, I rock with Kyrie heavy. I do. I rock with Kyrie heavy, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a dope player. I like his personality. But like, if I'm trying to like get like trying to win that trophy, I'm gonna have to pick up. I don't want to say his name, man. Look. What my Celtics had, I don't like what he did to us in the play, man. Look, man. Yeah.
Ball. No. Second,
stop it.
This logic seems to make sense if player A is better at most things compared to a better player than Steph is. First of all, no. Second,
stop it.
This logic seems to make sense if player A is better at most things compared to player B, then player A, by default, must be the better player. But these side-by-side comparisons almost always lack one thing: context. For example, take these two players. Player A is better at nearly everything compared to player B. Passing, playmaking, rebounding, defending, finishing. Player A can do it all. So, according to the logic used in these comparisons, we must assume player A is much better than player B. Except player A is Ben Simmons, and player B is first-team All-NBA Devin Booker. Similar to the Kyrie versus Steph comparison, using extremely general categories to assess players with zero context is a recipe for disaster. Basketball has a lot of nuance. It's dependent on situations, circumstances, and systems, all of which give context to a player's impact and ability. As incredible as Kyrie's handles are,
real quick, Ben Simmons is like the tallest, was it the tallest guard in the league? But it was injured in some most stuff. But Ben Simmons was like the tallest guard in the league. And he got injured. If I'm not mistaken, I think he got injured. Yeah. Like
they aren't nearly as impactful as Steph's ability to space the floor with his shooting. In fact, if history tells us anything, it's that being extremely good at a few things can often be far more valuable than being good at everything. If you took away everything from Steph's game, aside from just his shooting ability and high basketball IQ, he would still be a Hall of Fame talent. But if you took away Ben Simmons' passing ability, he'd be a 6'10" Patrick Beverley. These two aspects of the game hold different values to different players. So to compare them side by side like they are equivalents doesn't accurately determine anything. At most, these kinds of comparisons might help you decide who's the better all-around player, but if being good, not great, at most things on the court determine who is the best player, then Draymond Green would be a 4-time Finals MVP right now. But he's not. Now this next take is one of the more interesting takes I've heard recently. This NBA fan says that the top...
Yeah, this joke is dope. I ain't even gonna lie. He just came from Draymond Green, though. He's a 4-time MVP. Yikes. A champion.
top 8 players and one of the more interesting takes I've heard recently. This NBA fan says that the top 8 players in the league going into this season are the best top 8 players the league has ever had at any given time, making this era the best era in NBA history. Those top 8 players being LeBron, Durant, Giannis, Kawhi, Steph, Jokic, Luka, and Embiid. And I gotta say, that is one hell of a top 8. Every one of these players, aside from Luka and Embiid, either has an MVP or a Finals MVP. I'd say out of the top 8, you've got roughly 5 top 30 players of all time. Without a doubt, this is one of the most talented and accomplished group of players in NBA history. But is it really the best? Well, there's definitely been worse years in the NBA, like throughout the 70s and early 2010s, where maybe 3 or 4 players were head and shoulders above everyone else. But there's also been years where the league has featured a large group of some of the greatest players all in one season. Like in 1996, when the top 8 players in the league consisted of Michael Jordan, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley, Gary Payton, Hakeem Olajuwon, John Stockton, and Karl Malone.
Hey, we just checked out. No, did we check out Hakeem? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we checked out Hakeem Olajuwon, man. Look, yeah, he's like that, man. Snatching boards. He can shoot. I didn't know he was a big man that can shoot. They say he could dribble. I was like, yo, this man was like a GOAT center. You know what I'm saying? We still got to check out John Stockton. We got to check out Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson. We got to check him out, and Gary Payton. We got. It's a lot of these guys we got to check out, man. So y'all make sure y'all drop a like on the video and sub up so you don't miss the content. Click the bell icon, turn notifications on all, cause I'm coming with them. It's just so much to react to, man. You gotta take a day at a time, man. I appreciate y'all for being patient though and dropping a like on the vids. Very much appreciated.
This is a stacked group of 8 and one of the most exciting eras in NBA basketball. But I think we can do better. What about the 2003 NBA season, when the top 8 players in the league were Shaq, Kobe, Duncan, Garnett, McGrady, Dirk, Iverson, and Jason Kidd? This group contains 3 top 10 players in league history and 2 more players who are generally considered top 20 all time. But I still think there's one NBA season that tops this one in terms of all-time talent. Back in 1988, the league was shifting from one era to the next. And within these 2 clashing generations of basketball, fans witnessed what I believe to be the most loaded group of players the league has ever seen. Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Karl Malone, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Isaiah Thomas, and Charles Barkley.
Yo, were they Sakin? Karl Malone and Moses Malone, are they Sakin or they just... Bro, that would be crazy if they like brothers or like cousins or something. Not cousins, but like brothers or some shit like that. That would be dope. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Isaiah Thomas. Yeah. Hey, so far we done checked out Jordan. We done checked out Larry. Y'all love Larry, man. We done checked out Magic. And we done checked out Hakeem Olajuwon. Well, we haven't checked out Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Nor Moses Malone, Karl Malone, Isaiah Thomas. We haven't checked him out, or Charles Barkley. So, did we check out Charles? No, I don't think we checked out Charles Barkley highlights. I don't think we done that.
That's 9 players, all of them generally considered top 25 greatest to ever play the game in the league, all in the same season. And outside of an aging Kareem, every single one of these players was in their prime in 1988. That's 5 consensus top 10 players of all time playing in the same season. Now, if we compare these 2 groups of players, I honestly think it's not even close. But only for the simple fact that the 2022 group has a handful of young players who still have a lot of time left to add to their resume. And I do think that this 2022 group does have the potential to be the greatest collection of players in one season. Only time will tell how this group will pan out. Ask again in about 10 years, and we'll have an answer for you. But for now, 1988 remains by far the most loaded year in NBA history. Now, our last take for this video has virtually become a matter of fact over the years, but I'd like to make the case against it. This fan asked the question, when it's all said and done, which LeBron-led super team will be viewed as his best?
Honestly speaking, Don't hate me for saying this. I gotta go with the Heat. I know his hometown, you know what I'm saying? Cavs. I gotta go with the Heat. I just gotta go with the Heat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Facts.
Which means by default, he believes LeBron has been on multiple super teams. And as popular as this take is, it's not a good one. LeBron has really only been a part of one super team, and that was the Miami Heat. The Cavaliers from 2014 through 2017 were not a super team. And if you even say super team and 2022 Lakers in the same sentence, you're a sick individual. When the Cavs assembled their big three, the potential of this team and the public perception of this team far exceeded their actual ability. By the time this Cavs team won a title, they had one superstar, one all-star, and one fringe all-star player. If this is the criteria for a super team, then that would mean that the 2021 Jazz were a super team, the 2021 Nets were a super team, the 2021 Bucks were a super team, so were the 2022 Warriors, the 2022 Celtics, the 2022 Suns, the 2021 76ers, and the list keeps going and going and going. In fact, if we just take the box plus minus of the Cavs' big three and compare it to teams over the last few seasons, you can see that they were good, but far from some all-time super team. You'd never look at Embiid, Simmons, and Tobias Harris and call them a super team. You'd never look at Kawhi, Paul George, and Montrezl Harrell and call them a super team. You'd never look at Giannis, Middleton, and Drew Holiday and call them a super team. And yet, the combination of LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love were on this level by the time they won a title together. And if you even consider the 2022 Lakers with LeBron, Westbrook, and AD as a super team, just stop. We know what you're doing. LeBron has played on a handful of good teams throughout his career. Some of them were great, but he's only been a part of one super team. And unfortunately, that's all the racking my brain can handle in one sitting. Make sure to leave your NBA hot takes in the comments below. Of course, the hotter, the better. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
I love his content, man. Big shout out to Jimmy, man. Jimmy High Roller, man. I'll make sure I go over there and show him some love, man. Drop him a sub. Drop him a like on the vids. It's just trending too, man. This is how you know it's a hot topic, man. I love to see it, man. I love videos like this right here. Get the audience engaged. Y'all know I'm going to be down there in them comments, so y'all make sure y'all drop a comment below. Let me know y'all thoughts and opinions. Answer them questions I pose throughout the video. I'm always down there showing love. Actually, after I finish this video, man, I'm going to get down there and heart up some comments, get to reading them. But yeah, there you guys go, though, man. I thought it could get any worse. It pretty much, he just went through the nonsense of NBA fans are saying or commenting on or commenting about, making assumptions of the teams and who's the best player, this and that to the third, comparing different players to one another. So yeah, man. Dope video, like I said, man. Big shout out to Jimmy. I love the content like this, man. If you guys want me to check out some other videos you may have came across, be sure to drop the title or the link in the comments, and I'll be sure to try to check it out as soon as possible. Like I said, we got a list. I'm talking about a list full of stuff we got to check out over here on the channel, man. So y'all make sure y'all drop a sub, subscribe, man. Click the bell icon, turn your notifications on so you don't miss no bangers from your boy B. With that being said, check out one of the videos on the screen if you haven't done so already. It's definitely a banger. Personally, I wouldn't miss it if I was you. Catch y'all next video. Appreciate the love and support, man.